2008, we saw the house market take an extreme decline. As a result, funding to higher education has decreased substantially.
In response to budget cuts and decreased funding, colleges and universities had to change the way in which they operate.
These programs include cutting academic programs, decreasing enrollment, laying off staff and faculty, and raising tuitions and fees.
The impact of budget cuts is affecting colleges and universities nationwide. Take Arizona State University, for example. In the last 7 years, Arizona State University has prided itself on expanding its enrollment, adding new academic programs, and enhanced quality and productivity.
As a result of these budget cuts, Arizona State University has had to close freshman acceptance 5 months earlier than usual. They also have had to lay off staff members, increase tuition and fees, stop enrollment, and close campus facilities.
Likewise, in the case of Columbia State University, the budget cuts have saved $940,000.
However, these budget cuts have negatively impacted graduation rates, national and regional accreditation, and scheduling flexibility.
Due to low four-year graduation rates, Louisiana government officials are looking to send more students to two-year colleges. These schools, not only would it be cheaper for the student, but also the state.
However, only those 14% students graduate from a 3-year program.
Vince Lombardi, president of the Louisiana State University system, adds, "If the goal is for people to finish, the two-year system is not where you want students to be." Susan Krantz, Dean of the Liberal Arts at the University of New Orleans, further adds, "If fewer students are prepared for 4-year university coursework, then the solution is to improve primary and secondary education." As this figure shows, that 58% of business leaders felt universities are doing a moderately acceptable job in preparing college graduates for success in today's business world, while 33% felt universities are doing an acceptable job. Only 6% consider colleges and universities are doing a completely acceptable job in preparing graduates. This shows there is room for improvement at the college level. This figure points out the deficiencies or areas of needed improvement which are evident in recent college graduates. Colleges and universities need to improve their programs to better prepare graduates. While acknowledging that there is a need for improvement, the participants also recognized that college graduates do possess valuable skills. Their responses show that graduates are most often computer literate, ambitious, and willing to learn.
The idea of business involvement with higher education is not something new. In fact, the graph shows that 83%, reflected by the blue and green portions of the graph, feel that businesses should be moderately to highly involved in determining the curriculum of higher education. However, businesses realize that higher education deserves some freedom with determining their own curriculum. For only 4%, reflected by the red portion, feel that local businesses should be extremely involved. There are many different ways that businesses can be involved.
As educations go through budget cuts, business leaders need to step up on federal funding.
The majority of financial aid is distributed to traditional students. However, many schools are seeing a rise and increase in non-traditional students. There is a need for business leaders to help federal government increase eligibility so that these students can receive financial aid. One source of financial aid is the Pell Grant. Over the past 5 years, Congress has increased that amount by $1,100. Business leaders can help to make sure that more funds are appropriated to Pell Grants.
Businesses can offer student loans with lower interest rates and flexibility in repayment terms. Work study is also another type of federal program that allows students to earn money while attending classes. Business leaders can also get involved by employing students to not only earn cash while they attend classes, but also gain some experience for when they enter the real world.
This year, President Obama proposes a plan under the Elementary and Secondary Act, known as No Child Left Behind, for K-12 education reforms. He names the plan as College and Career Ready Student. In the proposal, President Obama targets 5 main points that he believes will aid students in school and make education programs better for the K-12.
Colleges and universities may have to start acting like businesses in order to survive. Take Colorado State University, for example. Joe Black, he's their new systems chancellor. Although Black doesn't have any academic credentials, he did have extensive contacts within Denver's business community. In fact, his previous employment was president of the Denver Metro's Chamber of Commerce.
The practical knowledge and experience that business leaders have are valuable to colleges and universities. By showing colleges and universities how to implement cost-cutting measures, new technology and new work processes, quality management standards, and enterprise resource planning, business leaders can help cut costs and increase productivity at the college and university level. Businesses should support mentoring and tutoring programs. But how does the business benefit? Well, these mentoring and tutoring programs help better prepare students for the future. Support of such program also creates a sense of goodwill and community investment. Support also helps attract and retain good employees and contributes to the future workforce. Businesses can also take advantage of the tax benefits that are available for donations to such programs. Internships are beneficial to students because it allows them to explore and experiment while gaining professional experience. Internships also allow students to develop highly needed skills such as communication skills. Internships also allow students to get their foot in the door, even gaining access to a network of business officials. All of this can help students gain their first job or possibly a graduate school opportunity. Businesses also recognize the value of internships. As can be seen in the graph, internships were viewed as the most productive means to help students gain essential skills, especially when compared to the effectiveness of apprenticeships, collegiate training, and assistant to positions.
Interns benefit the business by bringing extra workload, giving creative and original perspectives, and enhance the expertise of other workers.
Scholarship programs also need to be supported by businesses. In fact, businesses can establish their own scholarship funds to help talented students obtain a higher education. Now, funding for these scholarship programs come from various places. There is direct corporate donations. There is also matching grant programs. In these programs, corporations match the donations made by employees. Thus, employees are encouraged to contribute to these scholarship programs. There are also challenge grants. States use these grants to encourage businesses to support scholarship programs. The states match the business donations with public funds. Businesses should also become partners with higher education institutions. Many business leaders feel that business schools are disconnected from the real world and its requirements, and that they do not prepare students for complex management problems or quickly adapt to new business challenges. Academic leaders feel that their methods of instruction and research are misunderstood. As the Association to Advance Collegiate Schools of Business brings out, that the best way to solve these problems is by communication and collaboration between the two. Businesses need to get involved with higher education. That way accessibility does not decrease and graduates will be adequately prepared to enter the workforce upon graduation. Business involvement can take place in the following ways.
Support legislation to increase funding and reforms for education.
Help colleges and universities develop effective and efficient management systems.
Direct contributes and investments in colleges and universities.
Support and assist students through mentor and tutoring programs, scholarship programs, and internship programs.
Partner with colleges and universities